Hello, Steve@SteveArts89. Well, I just did a video a few minutes ago about everyone freaking out about electricity prices, and I mentioned a couple of things, and I just want to do a separate video about them. Now, I had some people come over to my house to do an assessment and let me know how much electricity I'm using, what I'm using electricity on, and how to save electricity. You can contact your electricity suppliers. They should be able to direct you to people who can do that. It was very informative for me. I used to have the heaters running all day and just wear like a small amount of clothes and kind of be in denial about it being winter like a lot of people. And first thing I had to sort of accept is it's winter, it's going to be cold, wear warm clothes, accept it instead of having your heaters on all day every day. So that's the first thing, because most user of electricity is like fan heaters, which I'd usually have on the floor next to me, and the sort of wall heaters with like the orange bars, which is the type of wall heater I've got. So that's the first thing, just accepting it's winter, wearing warm clothes, not using heaters all the time, and using when you're really cold or when you really need it. And I discovered that electric blankets use a small amount of electricity, so I often have that on and get in bed and stay in bed and do as much work as I can from my laptop, and that saves electricity, so I'm not heating whole rooms or anything. And you can use that for hours and it uses a lot less electricity. Now, the other thing was the hot water. I was told that you can actually flick the hot water off, because basically your hot water cylinder is just keeping reheating itself and keeping this hot water boiling hot all day, just so when you turn the hot water tap on, it's hot. And you don't really need that. You really only need it for when you shower. So I just turn it on half an hour before I need to shower, and I turn it off, and then I have about probably 20 minutes of hot water, and I can just shower until the hot water runs out. You have to worry about how long you're staying in the shower or anything. You can just go until it goes cold. Sometimes it lasts for half an hour. So I have really long hot showers. And I use a surprisingly small amount of hot water, because I'm only flicking it on for that half an hour a day, probably, if I only shower once a day. And yeah, I mean, I used to do a bit of OCD hand washing under the hot water, and I can't do that anymore, because you can't do an impulsive thing when you have to decide 20 minutes beforehand to flick the electricity on to get the hot water. So that's helped with that as well. And I just wanted to share that because my electricity bill now is about $150 a quarter. It used to be a lot more than that when I used to be in denial. And also in the summer, I used to, like the people who have the aircon on all day and, wear like normal clothes and don't like dress like it's warm. I mean, we have to accept the weather. We have to accept that in winter it's cold, in summer it's hot. You're going to get hot and you're going to get cold. Having the heaters on and the air conditioning on all the time to feel like you have some sort of affluence or control over the environment, it's some kind of denial. I think you just need to get past it, wear warm clothes in winter, dress down when it's summer, and just stop killing the environment and your power bill and your bank account by using all this, climate control in your house. I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Hopefully those little suggestions are things you haven't heard of before. And also turning everything off when you're not using it. My mum would say this, and I wouldn't really listen to her, but it's really true. All this stuff, sucks a little bit of electricity out of, everything every day, just not being used, still being plugged in and still being turned on. So turn them off, unplug them. It does add up over the quarter. I'm going to go. Bye.